Taking you outside right now, this is a live look. I promise you this is Mount Wilson. As we continue to monitor the first alert forecast, you can see it's dark, very cloudy out there. Our meteorologist, Melissa McGee, will join us in just a minute to tell us what is ahead.
Well, the storm is not only bringing heavy rain, but take a look, snow for our mountain communities here.
And of course, the ski resorts in desperate need of a lot of snow for the season. NBC4's Christian Cázares live in Big Bear with more on the changing conditions there. Christian.
That's right, guys. Change is the key word here because that's what we've seen all day. We started with blue skies, then it got into a darker tone with all those clouds coming in. And then just a few minutes ago, we started seeing our first snowflakes here. So this is really what everyone here in the Big Bear community is excited about. They want that snow from the storm. So hopefully the ski resorts will open sooner than later. No official date yet as to when they will open, but more to come on that. But first, I want to show you exactly why we are here. We are at the Big Bear Alpine Zoo. This is a sanctuary zoo with a great amount of animals who are also excited about the snow. And I'm told they get very active at night and also when it snows. Now they have their Wildlights holiday event, which starts at 5 o'clock every day until 9 o'clock. And we actually were hoping to get a peek here from one of their key members. Her name is Holly Berry. I'm told she's not related to Halle Berry, but of course she's one of 3 black bears here. They normally stay indoors, but the zoo staff tells me they like to be outdoors and they're more active when it's really cold and also when it snows. She was wandering around, so hopefully she'll make an appearance here. But back to the snow here. We stopped by the Big Bear Mountain Resort earlier today, and you can see there in the video, they still have a lot to do here. They're in prep mode right now. Authorities are asking the public that safety is key in the coming hours, so they're asking everyone to plan ahead, bring chains, gas up, bring warm clothes, and of course, take your time if you are traveling up the mountain. Now, the roads can be very dangerous when it's snowing and, of course, afterwards with all that slush. Now, the city of Big Bear Lake, they say they are working with Caltrans to basically clean out the roads. They say the plow machines don't start operating until there's at least 3 inches of snow on the ground. But our NBC4 weather team, they say they are expecting a few inches of snow here in the Big Bear area, at least 6 inches of snow. And of course, for many people here, they are excited. And this is what they had to say.
It's kind of like going into any sort of sports season. We always want to start on the optimistic side. Last season wasn't great in terms of the start, but it did finish really strongly. So we're hoping that maybe that continues into the start of this season. It does look like we're on a better track trajectory-wise in terms of forecasting.
All right, and the big question that everyone is asking is when are they going to open? No official opening date yet has been announced for the 3 ski resorts, but they're hoping that this storm will bring enough snow. So hopefully that date will be sooner than later. And as for Holly Berry here behind this glass area, she is somewhere around here. She made an appearance during our tease just a few minutes ago. I think she's eating a pumpkin somewhere out there. But again, I'm told she gets very, very excited when it's cold and when it's snowing. So hopefully she'll make an appearance again because, as you can see, it's starting to snow. We did have a little bit of that rain, that snow combination, very like slushy conditions. But right now it's starting to come down, very light snowflakes here. So, of course, we're going to keep tracking the storm right here from Big Bear. But for now, that's the very latest. I'll send it back to you guys in a much warmer studio.
Got that right.
It's always warmer in here.
Yeah.
He sounds a little mad, doesn't he?
Oh, because it's so cold out. I'm so excited for Christian. The snow is coming. Yes.
Yes.
And I'm very excited because the forecast is doing what it's supposed to do, too, right? So we do have the winter storm warning for Christian, winter weather advisories to the west of Christian. Yeah. Elsewhere, we've got a lot of rain. Colleen and Michael will talk about it. Here's the picture as we're looking at the First Alert Radar Network, and we started to see a lot of the heavy rain move on off across areas in Orange County and the Inland Empire. But I also mentioned that things were starting to thin out across areas in Ventura and LA County. And I also said, don't put your guard down just yet, because offshore, we're starting to see this moisture once again push in. So right along the 101 there in Thousand Oaks, and even as we travel into LA County for Northridge over into Santa Clarita and Burbank, we're dealing with some light showers, but the heavy rain starting to pick up across areas just to the south of Cedar Springs. And there we've got some snowfall, bit of a rain-snow mix across areas close to Mount Baldy. And we've got snow there in Wrightwood here. As we move to the east of that region, you can see see heavy rain for Crestline over into Arrowhead Springs, over into Lake Arrowhead as well. I'll widen out the picture here because the moisture really starting to fill out across areas in Orange County and Riverside County. We've got that snow where Christian is up in Big Bear. That will continue tonight and into our Friday. Looking at the numbers, really chilly. 40s and 50s, 47 in Lancaster, 48 degrees in Victorville, upper 50s in Santa Ana, and Thousand Oaks right now coming in at 50 degrees. Let's time out the rest of your evening into the overnight because Futurecast showing you 7 o'clock tonight, a lot of that moisture shifting to the east of LA County. So we see the showers and the storms out across areas in Orange County and the IE. Snow continues to develop across the higher terrain here. And then during the late time hours, you can see 11 p.m. showers continue, snow showers out across areas in Big Bear. And then we'll start to see some wraparound moisture as we go throughout the overnight hours. So this is what we're tracking. And that's why that flood watch has been triggered for much of LA County as we get into tonight into tomorrow morning, because there is the possibility of some isolated but some very strong thunderstorms moving in quickly tomorrow morning. Then after the overnight time period, we're just left over with some scattered showers on and off throughout the day. Let's talk about that mountain snow once again. Periods of heavy wet snow on the way right through your Friday. Snow covered roads. So if you're not at the mountains right now, don't go there. And if you want to head there, wait until after the snow falls. So 3 to 6 inches of snow above 6,000 feet, 6 to 10 inches plus above 7,000 feet. Reduced visibility is a big concern. Avoid traveling to the mountains if you're not already there like Christian. Looking at the high temperatures tomorrow, 63 for the Basin, 62 West Covina, 33 in Big Bear. It's going to be chilly and below average all across our communities as we head into our Friday. Here's your forecast for the Basin, 62, 67 for the coast. And then as we look at the temperatures Saturday and Sunday, we'll start to rebound. More clouds and more sunshine across the area, staying nice and dry and closer to average, especially as we head into the Thanksgiving holiday next Thursday. 73 for the Basin and 71 degrees for the coast. As we look at the valleys tomorrow, lower 60s, 62 for the Inland Empire, middle and upper 60s on the way as we head into our weekend. For the valleys and the IE, you peak to 70 on Saturday. The rest of next week, temperatures do moderate Tuesday and Wednesday, even Thanksgiving on Thursday looking really good, a little breezy, and it's 74 for the valleys and the upper 70s for the Inland Empire. High desert 50 tomorrow, 60s on the way for the low desert. You rebound nicely next week, middle and upper 70s, potentially 80 for Thanksgiving Day. And the mountains, we're tracking the snow. It will continue to fall. It will be heavy overnight and into your Saturday as well.